Hello everyone, today I'm back in the village of Ryhope on the edge of the city of Sunderland. The North Sea is a few hundred metres away in the distance, and over there is Sunderland. I came here a few months ago and visited the church. I came a couple of times over a couple of days there. One day was raining, one day was like dusk. Did a couple of videos and I found it a really interesting place, so I wanted to come back when it was a lovely day just to have another look around. We're just at the eastern side, outside the church walls, and if you look, there's a couple of headstones just close to the boundary. It's quite a big churchyard, but what struck me was the lack of headstones when I visited. I did a couple of posts on Facebook about it, and I did a little bit more research into it, and there was lots of comments from people about what had happened, so I just thought I'd come back and have a look at it again and see if I missed anything. I think there's an entrance in up here somewhere. Ryhope's a huge village now. Used to have its colliery, Ryhope Colliery. There it is, St Paul's at Ryhope. As you can see there, the graveyard is largely empty. I think there was about 20 odd memorials and monuments and gravestones left in here. Go around, we'll have a look at it. Then go around and climb over the wall. One thing that always strikes me is somebody commented that it was done in the 1970s by the council that were taken down. Somebody mentioned some are in the walls. I can see one now, but it only looks like there's one. I'm just going to go up there in a moment. So what? If you were clearing a graveyard, why were random ones left behind? I've never been inside the church. Last time I was here, there was some choir practice on. Now, I think I never came to this bit last time, but somebody told me about on one of the walls there were some headstones, which I think is quite sad. I'm just taking a photo, but there it is. There, look at that. Of the above, age 43 years, daughter of the above, age 20 years. I even get a name there. M. Summerside, age 75 years. So that'll be somebody we're going to easily track down to see what happened. I think it's rather disrespectful to have them all just shoved as rubble into a wall. Because if you look on this wall, there isn't many bits of headstone, is there? Unless they would just come. I think what's happened is they've been broken up, and then there's been some sort of concrete encased on the top of them. So look, what do you think there? Somebody saved up or went to great expense to put monuments up for the family members. There we have some more. I'm glad I came today because I never saw these last time. And then there's several more in there. Now, as you look down here, there it is. Look, that looks like that's a piece of headstone there as well. So I think there is. They've just been piled up into rubble, and then some sort of concrete's been encased on them. And you think if you were going to take them down, couldn't you have just either bad enough lying them flat in the corner, but you could have put them up against the walls. Right, I'm going to walk around. Just while I get there, one of the particular headstones in this churchyard I did its own video for when I visited last time, and it's called The Lonely Grave, and we'll go and visit it on the when we get inside there. Also on Facebook in Sunderland history, there is I've done like a full story about that particular family, about the lonely grave. There's the vicarage. I don't think that's the original vicarage somehow, so maybe one of these older houses around here was the vicarage. Just a bit of history. The church was opened in 1873 and it replaced a chapel which is just next to the village green down there. It's a great street name, isn't it? What lane? Cavalburn's Lane, St Paul's the Vicarage, and the Chestnuts. That original chapel was created in the early 1920s, and it had a burial ground which was this place. So the church was built, as I said, 1873. Fine looking church, isn't it? Looks quite, a technical term, Italianate. I'm not up on the church architecture. And between the 1820s, when this burial ground was opened, and 1937, when I think the last burial was, there was just over 4,000 people laid to rest in this church. As you can see, it's quite a large area. Sacred to the memory of Sarah, wife of George Johnston of Ryhope, March 1866. She was 64 years. There is a cemetery for about 3/4 miles away from here, which I think again was like second half of the 1800s, which replaced this as the burial ground. Well, I think they must have been both open at the same time. This is for two brothers, Corporal George Musgrove of the, I think that's 7th Yorks Regiment, who was killed in action in France, and then 8th of February 1917, well, he was 26 years old, and also Corporal Thomas Musgrove, 2nd Yorks and Lancs Regiment, who was killed in action in France, again 1917, 20 years, I think that's December at the bottom. So the poor parents, if they were still alive, lost two of the sons in the same year. That would have been quite common, I would have guessed. Well, not common, but sadly they wouldn't be the only ones. There it is, the Church of St Paul. This fine parish church was completed in 1870, replaced 1873, it replaced a small chapel of ease near the green that could no longer meet the demands of the growing congregation. It's built in local limestone with sandstone dressings. Never been inside. One day I might have a look in. There's about to be some war memorial on there. And last time I came here, once was the early morning when it was spitting on a bit, so I couldn't spend too long under the trees because water was dripping down. That's for a Thursfield of Hendon Paperworks, which is probably about 1.5 to 2 miles away in Sunderland. Let's have a look at this wall. This is Sarah Campbell. It's at 1868, so when all these were taken down, why did they keep those ones? And the first time I'd come, I think it was about 5:30 at night in October. Oh, never noticed this last time as well. So there's where the stones are. That's Thomas somebody, an affectionate, their beloved sister, and the best. So that is for an Isabella snowball. So if you're watching this and you have an Isabella snowball from the Ryhope, Grangetown, Hendon area, this is where her stone ended up. It's completely disrespectful just to smash them all up, which as you can see, there's more. I don't know how I didn't notice that last time. I suppose it was dusk. You can see there's more bits of headstone rubble. There's a grand monument. As you can see, it's got one piece of the metal fence that surrounded it left. This looks like a brick grave. This probably would have had a brick in a wall on either side, and these slabs would have been taken off and coffins placed in it. That's William Nicholson Taylor. He was aged 26 years old. And there's still a few headstones, a couple in here. That was erected by a few friends of their respect. I can see Elizabeth, John, that looks like Nelson or Nielsen in there. It's prickly, I don't want to rip me coat. Again, that's a fine burial ground. Still got some of its metal railings left for that one. I'm already getting up to 12.5 minutes on this video, so I'll probably have to do a separate video as part 2, because the video's split at 8 minutes. It's a nice view. That's where I was before when I looked up. Down in that little spot. Another memory of George Cowell of Ryhope, who died October the 26th, 1883, aged 68 years. And at the back we've got a William Edward, beloved husband of Elizabeth Fox, who died May the 10th, 1895. And then there's mentioned 2 sons, which are Frederick and William Edward Fox. Overgrown down there might be some in the back wall over there. Just a huge open space. Probably won't need a part 2 because I forgot there isn't that many headstones on this side either, so there's much to look at over here. So we went right down to the edge over there, and it goes to the back wall. Just going to go across to the lonely grave. I think this is the which direction? Where this is like that's the east, northern side of the cemetery, burial ground. there's absolutely nothing at all on this side of the churchyard, apart from the lonely grave. I can say for me, in affectionate remembrance of Mary Jane, the beloved daughter of William and Mary Casely, who died March the 22nd, 1878, aged 1 year and 10 months, and the epitaph of such is the kingdom of heaven. She actually died at a place called Albion Turret, down sort of edge of Grangetown, Hendon. I think it's opposite the old Commercial Road School, I think, from memory. Her dad William was from South Hilton, and his father was from Great Ayton in North Yorkshire, and the father of Peter Casely was a whaling ship captain from Whitby, so that was her great grandfather. He used to go on like them across to Greenland from Whitby, hunting whales. I think I've actually seen William and Mary's grave. I think it's over at Southwick Cemetery, over that. So you think a lot of infants wouldn't have a headstone, but they must have had the means or sacrificed something to put this particular stone up in memory of her. And look there, 1 year and 10 months. It's quite a sturdy stone. As I just said, in the 1970s or so, when all these were taken down, as you can see, there's nothing. Who decided to take this down? Or leave this up, I should say. Glad they did. But so much history was lost when they did this to the churchyard. And with a lot of these things, it was never. Some of them might have been dangerous or needed laying down, but a lot of it was just to make big open spaces that are easy to maintain when you don't have hundreds of headstones standing around. But there's the church. Right, I'm going to leave the video there. Don't need to do a part 2. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you could do me a big favour, if you click on the subscribe option, it will help grow the channel. And I'll see you next time, wherever that may be. So thank you very much for watching. See you all next time.